Good morrow, ladies and gents. It is I, the Crimson Crusader, your favorite patriotic American white knight in shining armor, here to trigger America's enemies, the m.g.t.o.w community. Jokes aside, I hope that everyone had a happy July 4th, and I mean everyone, including the m.g.t.o.ws. I hope you've enjoyed those hot dogs that give you colon cancer and the lovely fireworks that burst your eardrums. But I'm not here to brag about how America is obviously the best country in the world that champions freedom and backs it up with our arsenal of democracy. Instead, I'd like to make this long-awaited video celebrating an important milestone for this channel. That being how this channel reached over 100 subscribers and 10,000 views. Oh yeah! I want to start this video by first showing my appreciation towards my loyal supporters and subscribers who continue to watch, like, and comment on my videos, and those who follow me on other platforms. Although I do not always have time to respond to your comments, I always enjoy reading your comments and suggestions that you have. I have not forgotten you, and I will always appreciate your support and loyalty. Without you, this channel would not be where it is today. I see the success of this channel as a team effort. By commenting, liking, and sharing these videos, you help to spread this channel's important message of truth. By standing together and supporting anti-MGTOW channels like this one, we are sending a strong message. That strong message we are sending shows what our values are, and that we will stand in solidarity to defend those values. It is good to know that others still believe in honor, respect, action, and the truth. Before I talk about this channel's future goals and accomplishments, I would first like to express my gratitude towards some of my most loyal supporters who have helped to contribute to this channel's success and growth. First, I'd especially like to show my appreciation towards someone who I'd much admire and respect. I want to thank my friend and fellow YouTuber, the Mexican Trooper, for being my most supportive ally in this channel's fight against the dangerous m.g.t.o.w movement. Mexican Trooper often leaves positive comments on my videos that continue to inspire me to keep making content, because I know someone sympathizes with this channel's mission. Mexican and I regularly talk about various subjects, and we learn from each other's experiences and ideas. Sharing our thoughts with other open-minded people helps us develop our ideas and build a stronger community. Even during dark times when people slandered, viciously attacked, and threatened me, Mexican Trooper was there to help defend this channel from those who dishonor themselves with their extreme and malicious intentions to undermine those who try to speak the truth. These m.g.t.o.ws are becoming so desperate that they have falsely flagged my channel multiple times. They've attempted to destroy my reputation, and some, even more disturbingly, have a death wish against me. The fact that this channel is still standing strong is an achievement in and of itself. I will never surrender to such cowardice and simp-like behavior. Anti-MGTOW is here to stay, and none of your screeching and reeing is ever going to change that. However, this channel isn't about just trying to survive the intolerant m.g.t.o.w hate mob trying to deplatform the anti-MGTOW community. This channel is about going beyond survival and entering the realm of prosperity. If anti-MGTOW as a community is to prosper, it is vital that we continuously strive to better ourselves and improve the content that we make. That doesn't just mean making better arguments, but it also means putting effort into enhancing our channel's visual and artistic sides. If anti-MGTOW content creators want people to take us seriously and enjoy our content, we must have decent looking art and visuals. No one wants to look at garbage for 15 minutes straight. As you may have already noticed, I've improved my channel intro and outro, and I even have a new avatar and background. This new avatar doesn't even compare to my old one. It puts the old avatar to shame. The old one looks sloppy and amateurish when taking a closer look at it. You may notice how the edges of the avatar look rough and unfinished. It doesn't even come close to matching the clean, refined, and striking design of the more aesthetically pleasing new avatar. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the effort put into the old avatar, but to put it mildly, I feel there's plenty of room for improvement. I've also updated my avatar's background from that dreary, depressing, and dull background to something more elegant and inviting. I've also improved the banners and anti-MGTOW symbol to make it appear less dull and lackluster. Although I know how to improve certain aspects of my channel, I am not a fantastic artist as the talented individual who did such a phenomenal job at creating the new Crimson Crusader avatar. I want to express my gratitude to CatChat, who was commissioned to create this new amazing avatar. She put a lot of time, effort, and energy into what she does. I am incredibly impressed with her professionalism and how friendly she was while making this avatar. Not only did she create this new avatar for me, but she also helped me reach 100 subscribers by telling other people to subscribe to my channel. Overall, I am very grateful for her support, and I wouldn't have gotten here sooner if it wasn't for her. I have left a link to her DeviantArt page and her YouTube channel in this video's description. Please go over there and give her some love, and let's help her get to 100 subscribers. While CatChat did an amazing job at designing this new avatar, it wouldn't have ever been possible without the generosity of another good friend of mine, the conundrum. The conundrum was gracious enough to cover the cost of commissioning this new avatar, allowing me to use the avatar for whatever purpose and without any strings attached. He surprised me by deciding to do this because I never asked him or anyone to create a new avatar for me. Not only that, but the conundrum also helped me on my path to 100 subscribers by encouraging other people to subscribe and support this channel. I am tremendously grateful for his sincere support and generosity. If you guys are interested in gaming channels and want to help other anti-MGTOW content creators, I recommend checking out the Conundrum's channel. I find his commentary entertaining, and if you watch his videos, you might even see me leaving a comment or two, making a couple of cringy Star Wars jokes. Now, I want to take some time to celebrate other accomplishments that this channel has made. Besides reaching 100 subscribers and 10,000 views, I've been working hard to help build a brighter future for the anti-MGTOW community. I want to make this community stronger than it ever has been before. Part of that requires making sure we effectively criticize the MGTOW community. That has not been easy considering how anamorphic and ambiguous the definition and meaning of the MGTOW label is. You ask 100 MGTOW what MGTOW is, and you get 100 different answers. By being able to confuse us, it makes it impossible for us to criticize them. That's why they can get away with being disingenuous. I am sick of the MGTOW who keep moving the goalposts and committing the no true Scotsman fallacy and making things so confusing and muddled that you don't even know what you're talking about anymore. One cannot defeat an enemy without knowing who their enemy is. That is why I've been working on a project to solve this problem. For over 3 months, I have been working tirelessly to develop the best definition of explaining MGTOW. I was able to achieve this with the aid of multiple dictionaries, watching many hours of MGTOW videos, and asking anti-MGTOWs, ex-MGTOWs, and just to be fair, I even let some of the more reasonable MGTOWs provide their input. Now I have developed my definition that attempts to convey what MGTOW truly is without sacrificing objectivity. I have changed and edited this definition over 30 times to steelman MGTOW so that our arguments are far more impactful. A case that attacks the actual meat and substance of something is a far more potent criticism than attacking a straw man. Before I share my definition, I want to thank everyone who contributed to this project's success. I appreciate your feedback and suggestions. Now, here is my definition of what MGTOW truly is. Men Going Their Own Way, MGTOW, is a primarily individualistic and diffusely organized movement with a mostly online-based community of men abstaining from the apparent danger of committed relationships with women. Their rationale often comes from negative experiences with women and/or their belief that a combination of social, political, and biological factors are responsible for the severe and widespread injustice against men. In response to these perceived threats, they advocate for men to join the movement by avoiding committed relationships with women and, instead, make both the individual man's self-will and self-interest of the utmost importance. Now, I already know there will be some MGTOW in the comments section who will try to argue, but Quimson, MGTOW isn't a movement, it's a philosophy. Ooh, it's a this, it's a that. Before we even address this, it's necessary to define our terms. According to Collins Dictionary, a movement is a, quote, group of people who share the same beliefs, ideas, or aims. Somewhat similarly, Cambridge Dictionary defines a movement as, quote, a group of people with a particular set of aims. First, we must ask ourselves, is there a group element to MGTOW? According to Merriam-Webster, a group is, quote, a number of individuals assembled together or having some unifying relationship. Well, we know that MGTOWs emphasize an individual man's interests, abstain from committed relationships with women, and believe that men currently face severe and widespread problems. Although each MGTOW will have his interpretations, these fundamental beliefs in MGTOW, for the most part, remain the same. Based on this understanding, it's clear that MGTOW is individual men related to each other by a common set of beliefs, thus making it a group. Now that we've established MGTOW as a group, it is essential to ask what MGTOW's particular set of aims are. One goal that every MGTOW shares is they want to help men. I can't imagine a MGTOW saying, yeah, I don't want to help men, screw them, let the system, society, or women abuse them. From their perspective, MGTOW sees themselves as looking out for their fellow brothers by encouraging men to avoid the supposed danger of committed relationships with women to avoid getting involved in what they feel are highly risky situations that go against a man's interests. Their new goal for men is to place more emphasis on their personal goals and interests. These views are, for the most part, universally shared among all MGTOW. As we can see, MGTOW is a group that shares specific ideas, aims, and beliefs about the reality of the world. To say MGTOW is a lifestyle philosophy or even a community reduces its meaning. A philosophy at its core is a set of ideas that come from a group or individual. For example, to be an existentialist requires one to believe in the philosophy of existentialism. MGTOW transcends a philosophy because being a MGTOW is more than just believing in some set of ideas. It requires some level of action from men. To be a MGTOW, you have to actually go your own way from something because the very acronym Men Going Their Own Way suggests suggests action and movement towards the self. This usually means one abstains from committed relationships and you have to be a man. If m.g.t.o.w were just some philosophy, all you need to do is believe it. If m.g.t.o.w were a philosophy, women and married men could be considered m.g.t.o.w because they choose to accept the supposed m.g.t.o.w philosophy. Even with this explanation, I know some m.g.t.o.w out there will still try to say, "This isn't the definition of m.g.t.o.w, Crimson." Maybe some of these people are just embarrassed that some of us anti-m.g.t.o.ws can do a better job at conveying the message of m.g.t.o.w than some of these people ever can. But what's just as embarrassing is how we have other anti-m.g.t.o.w content creators who have been in this community far longer than I have, and they have not yet defined m.g.t.o.w accurately. For a group that is supposed to be debunking m.g.t.o.w, you would think that some of these people would have at least an in-depth knowledge of what they are opposing. They not only fail to provide an adequate definition of what m.g.t.o.w is, but their definition of anti-m.g.t.o.w is lacking and weak. That is why I have formulated an eloquent and precise description of anti-m.g.t.o.w, so the public in general has a better understanding of what we are about. The anti-m.g.t.o.w movement is a mostly online-based community comprised of groups and individuals opposing most, if not all, of the ideology of the m.g.t.o.w movement. Seeing m.g.t.o.w as a danger, various members of this community attempt to mitigate its influence through different approaches ranging from diminishing the influence of m.g.t.o.w to its abolition. Common criticisms from this community include, but are not limited to, personal experiences as well as opposing sociopolitical, philosophical, scientific, and religious views. Besides creating a new and better definition of anti-m.g.t.o.w, I have also decided to update the anti-m.g.t.o.w symbol. As you can see, it looks far better than the old one. I based this new symbol on the design of the anti-m.g.t.o.w logo that someone created for one of my Discord servers. The logo they created was okay, but it needed some significant improvements. This new symbol represents a new and more substantial wave of anti-m.g.t.o.w that I will be calling Anti-MGTOW 2.0. I am still fleshing out the meaning of this new wave of anti-MGTOW, but I will eventually release a video elaborating on what Anti-MGTOW 2.0 is all about. Speaking of Anti-MGTOW 2.0, I'd like to advertise my public Anti-MGTOW Discord server called Anti-MGTOW Central. It is the largest public Anti-MGTOW server where civil and respectable anti-MGTOWs, and yes, even MGTOWs, can converse about various topics. This is one of the most professional looking servers that you will ever see. It puts those other MGTOW Discord servers to shame. I made this server about a year or two ago, and I forgot to tell people about it. I'll probably make another video advertising this server on my channel. Anyway, I have left a link to that server in the description of this video if you're interested. Folks, I have many plans and upcoming projects for the future. Aside from introducing Anti-MGTOW 2.0, one of my future goals is to get this channel to 500 subscribers and 25,000 views. Not only that, but I'm working on a project that will create a new force to be feared on this platform. I plan to forge a stronger anti-MGTOW community that will be far better equipped to address the lies and pernicious rhetoric coming from the MGTOW community. Specifically, I have a plan to create a set of strong values, practical tactics, and a great community that will give us something to rally around. Like Anti-MGTOW 2.0, this project is a work in progress, but soon you will hear more information about it. Before I end this video, I want to again wish my fellow anti-MGTOWs living in the United States a belated happy July 4th. Although our country is divided and in turmoil, some still hold onto actual patriotic American values. We are one nation under God, and we believe in freedom, patriotism, honor, fair representation, and the important egalitarian principles laid out by the Founding Fathers. This is the America we're fighting and dying for. God bless America.